Hey everybody, thank you for purchasing my maturity checklist. I love doing this activity at the end of the year, and I just kind of want to walk through how I do it. There are so many different ways that you can do it, but here's how I start. So at the beginning of the period, we do a little reflective journal. What does it mean to be mature, blah, blah, blah. And I give them about 5 minutes to kind of write about it. And then I tell them at the top of your paper, write down the percentage of how mature you are. I'm 78%, I'm whatever. And then I share with mine too. Like, I'm this much percent, I'm that much percent. And then I have them get out a scrap of paper and I label it 1 through 18. And I explain, this is my favorite thing. I always say, I mean this with so much respect, but you guys are so immature. And then I go into like, you are literally, I don't mean that mean, I mean you are in the act of maturing. And when you're aware of that, you can make decisions on how you want to mature. And so I say, to the best of your ability, answer these questions true or false. If you do this most of the time, say true. If you don't do it most of the time, say false. Or if it's really, really, really hard for you to do, say false. And then I go through each one. And I read it to them. I say, I can accept criticism without immediately becoming defensive, true or false. And I'll say 30 seconds, talk it out, and they'll talk it out. And I do that for every single one. So it takes some time, but they have a lot of fun with it. They get a little honest. Sometimes I'll kind of manipulate it a little bit. I can accept compliments without bragging or putting myself down. And I'll explain, like, are you somebody that are like, oh, no, I'm not that great? Or can you acknowledge what you're good at? Like, you can be confident without being egotistical. And I'll kind of give little blurbs about my opinions. And, oh, this one's fun. I genuinely celebrate the success and accomplishments of others, even if I don't like them. That one, they're always like, oh, never mind. So we go through all of that together. And then I have them divide the numbers that they said true by 18. So it says here at the beginning, afterwards, count the number of true answers and divide it by 18. And we share, like, what was your percentage? Like, you said you were 87%. What did it actually come out to? And I explain, like, this isn't like a genuine metric. Like, this is just a little activity. After that, I give them a few minutes to think about, like, what is your strength and what is your area of focus? And then I typically have students stand up in a circle and say, okay, everybody's going to say like one thing they're good at. Like, you guys need to get good at complimenting yourself. And so they say, I'm really good at staying calm in emergency situations. And we go in a circle and each person verbally shares. Then we go back, and this is an optional journal if you want to do it. We often don't have time because we do so much talking on this day that we don't do a journal, but this is what I would do if I did that journal. The other thing that I do is when they're standing up in that circle, I say, okay, I want everybody to make a pinky promise to me. What is something you're going to work on this summer that you want to get better at? And they're not allowed to say, I'm going to work on number 5. They have to say, I'm going to work on admitting when I make mistakes. I'm going to work on not blaming other people for things. And I make all of them pinky promise me. And it's just this really great way to kind of get them to like be more vocal about it. And then the next year when I see them in August or September, I'm like, did you follow through with your pinky promise? Anyways, I love this activity. It's so great. If this isn't your vibe, if you want something a little bit more like student driven, I did put a link here to like kind of physical version of it. So it's pretty much the same thing. There's a little bit of like more in-depth reflections and like something like consider your character arc, like trying to think of themselves as the character and what is their development going to look like. I haven't done this though, only because we always have such rich conversations and we don't have a lot of time. But it's a great opportunity to get students reflecting and really thinking about it. And I never, ever, ever use it as a way to like say the things I'm thinking. Like, I'm not like, you're really bad at this. I don't tell them what they are bad at. That's not my job. I'm just trying to get them to like reflect, and it becomes this fun, safe environment for them to be honest. So I hope you enjoy it. Bye. Oh, I didn't stop it. Okay, bye.